Hey there, Bobcats. This is a demonstration video on the moving to the bass assignment in BandLab. Let's go on and check out what we have to do in the must-do portion of this assignment. So we're going to start off by writing a simple drum beat on the drum machine. Be sure to spend time on both your A and your B pattern at least. Afterwards, you will add a bass instrument to your song. I recommend using a bass or a synth bass. You can use an instrument, but make sure you lower the octave to make it sound like a bass. Practice playing your bass simply. Consider having it match a part of your drum beat. Afterwards, add one more instrument and record a melody with it. Make sure this instrument is a different type of instrument than the bass and make the octave higher. I have a nice little graphic here if this helps you out to just kind of imagine what the final product of your song should have. 3 tracks in total. Track 1, drums. Track 2, bass. Track 3, melody. As always, we have a should do and an aspire to do portion of this assignment for our more aspirational of Bobcats. Once you're ready, you can go on and click on Start Assignment and make sure you choose Teacher's Assignment. I'm going to recommend that you start out with your drum kit, your drum machine that is. Pause this video, spend 5 minutes working on your A and your B pattern to your song. Alright, let's move on to part 2 of our assignment. We're going to be adding a bass instrument now. So in order to add an instrument, we're going to have to go up to the plus add track button, select the first option, instruments. Now we're going to choose an instrument that is a bass instrument. Our definition of a bass instrument is going to be one that can play in this octave range of 1 or 2. You can see this octave range right above your keyboard with any of the instruments you choose to work with. It's just that some instruments have different octave ranges. For example, I'm playing with the string orchestra right now. It has this, a wide range as well, but if I chose something like the solo violin, well, the solo violin, when you bring it down to octave 2, it can't play these notes. It can only play the notes from about octave 3 or 4 and higher. The higher the octave, the higher the sound of the note. The lower the octave, the lower the sound of the note. A bass instrument is an instrument that can play at the octave 1 or 2 range. I would recommend pausing this video and spending about 5 minutes finding out which bass instrument you're going to want to play on this assignment. When you get ready to record your bass, I would recommend trying to grab onto some part of your drums. I like my orange hit right here. Maybe that's where I'd like to kind of imagine playing my bass along with. I recommend turning the tempo down before you record because it's always easier to record an instrument at a slower tempo. And afterwards you can crank the tempo back up. Alright, so I'm going to try to do a bass recording here, playing along with my drum beat. Alright, let's go. There you go. That'll be my bass track. I'd recommend pausing this video here and finishing up getting a bass track in. Alright, let's move on to the final part of this assignment. You'll notice after you have your drums and your bass, you're going to have to add a melody instrument this time. Go ahead and add track, add instrument. A melody instrument is going to be one that is higher in octave than the bass. We had our bass down at octave 1 or 2. You're going to want to find an instrument that could be anything higher than that, and probably the higher the better in this case. I'm going to go ahead and choose the solo violin and crank it up to something like octave 5. Octave 6. I think I'm going to stick with octave 5. Once you've found an instrument and you're ready to record, you can go on and finish this assignment up by pressing record and laying down your melody track. I'm going to finish this video up by playing my final track. See you next time.